And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canfield, Ohio. Coca's Pizza. Steve Coca, thank you. Your staff has been wonderful as always. We appreciate all you do and all the support here on YSN year round. I am joined, and this is it. Listen, no offense to anybody else that's been here to this point. I am so excited for this interview because we have a pitcher catcher battery that is among one of the best in the state, and I mean that with all sincerity. And I love interviewing pitchers and catchers together because there's a relationship that is hard. There's a bond that's hard to break between the two of you, and you still have more time together. I mean, Melinda, you're just a junior, and Leah, you're a freshman. So when you look at and you think about things and how they progressed over the last 6 months or so, what has that relationship been like for you? Melena, obviously, you've been kind of the leader of it, and the pitcher, as much. Listen, I was a catcher, so I understand it. I'm going to say this for the pitchers: the pitcher knows best. The pitcher, like we can't upend the pitchers, but to be a pitcher and to have this freshman walk in and say, "Hey, you're the key to my success," because catchers hold a lot of that. What is it like for you to have to put your game in the hands of an underclassman?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my catcher left last year. She graduated, so I was a little nervous on who was going to catch me. But the first day that Leah caught me, I just knew that she would do a good job.
What does Leah do so well? Like maybe she's been like that since day one. Maybe she's progressed over the course of the year. What does she do so well that you always go, man, I don't think I could do this without her now?
Mm-hmm. She's just really good at supporting me, and if I'm having a tough game, she's always there for me.
So, Leah, you're pretty good at the support system.
Yeah.
You kind of have to be that psychiatrist sometimes, and you're only missing the couch with pitchers because if there's a game that and you don't do it very often, Melena, but if there's a game she's off, you've got to be out there. You've got to be almost the coach on the field. Where have you learned that at, 14, 15 years old? I mean, where have you learned that?
Well, I just I don't know. I just kind of wait. Oh my gosh.
No, it's okay. No,
Sorry,
you're fine.
what was your question again?
So to be able to kind of comfort a pitcher, where did you learn that? Is that something that you always have?
Well, I came from very humble parents, and they taught me to have good behavior, and it's just something I've always been hung on to, and I always know that if people are there for me, I'm there for them.
Oh man, as a pitcher, you've got to hang on to this young lady because that is what you want. The humility of a catcher. So let's talk from a catcher's perspective. I mean, there's times that you've got to help it out. I mean, you're framing pitches, you're doing things, and you've got to be that leader, right? You can see everything when other people can only see what's happening in front of them. What do you do? Do you take that as a freshman because it's difficult to put that weight of the world on your shoulders and kind of control it?
Well, I just have to frame the pitches and try to help out Melena and everybody in the whole team.
Your parents have to be extremely proud. I mean, to be a freshman starting varsity and to catch as many great games as you've caught, what has that been like for you? What has that been like when you go home and you're like, yeah, the real deal Holyfield here?
Well, I'm very grateful that I'm playing with a very good team, and I feel like they make me feel myself, and I know that I'm never alone in one situation.
Take a breath. I'm going to go to Melena, okay?
Okay.
There's so much in softball, especially. There's so much pressure on pitchers. I mean, pitchers can make or break a team. They can keep you in the game, or they can get blown out. Mentally, and this is a world where, as you know, I mean, you're living it in high school. There's a lot of mental things that you've got to either be strong or get over, and all that stuff. How do you focus through all kind of the brush that's keeping you from everything outside of that circle?
Yeah, it's definitely mentally tough, but I just have to remind myself that it's just a game. It's supposed to be fun. So as long as I'm out there having fun, then and putting in my hardest, doing my best as I can. So
do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have a younger brother.
Younger brother. Okay, who's more competitive between you and your younger brother?
Definitely me.
So it's a weird situation for you because we're so blessed here in the Valley with so many great pitchers. I mean, and I'm not saying good, I'm saying great, and you being among them. What's the competitive level when you see the press clippings that some other pitchers may get, especially this year, and Canfield, as we've talked about a few times during these interviews, kind of flying under the radar?
It definitely makes me want to do better and just want to be able to compete against them.
All right, so we talked to Haley earlier, the catch that she made. How many times have you been asked about it? How many times have you thanked her for that? I mean, what was it like for you to be so far away? And if you've never pitched or anything, that circle, that bump in baseball is the loneliest place in the world. What was it like for you to see that happen and kind of just take an exhale?
Yeah, as soon as I set off the bat, I got really nervous, and I thought there was no way that she's gonna catch it. But when she caught it, I was just like really relieved, and I just had to stay out there and give her a hug right away.
I don't want to give anybody any secrets for Thursday or for Saturday, but like, what's the one thing that gets under your skin, like nails on a chalkboard, that you're like, oh man, like that can't happen in this situation?
Well, one thing's just whenever my defense doesn't have my back, but they always do. So
That's a great answer. That is a political answer right there. Way to ride the coaster. I like it. When we talk about catching and youth, what have you learned from your pitcher? What characters do you see that you go, I'm going to work on that not only this offseason, I'm going to work on it tonight, and I'm going to get better from it? Because, listen, as good as you are, and you are good, you have 4 years or 3 years left to get better. What things do you take away from your pitcher and say, that's one thing that I want to be?
Well, hanging or like playing with older and mature like people,
Mm-hmm.
it makes me mature and know that like just because I'm a freshman, I still need to have the maturity, and it just
What things do you hope, like, when you think that you've got 8 seniors that you can learn from? Like, what things do you hope that you can bring to the level as a sophomore next year, or even as a freshman these last 2 games, that can help you in your growth and your development?
Yeah, they've taught me a lot, and just even like I said, like playing with older people,
Hmm.
it makes me mature more and know that playing with older people, I have better competition, and it just makes me better as a player.
Did you always play up, like when you were younger?
Yeah, I started like with kid pitch,
Yeah.
obviously, and then I think around like 10 I went to fast pitch, possibly.
Wow. So for everybody at home and for me, what's the normal you go to fast pitch? Is that 12?
Uh, Maybe I'm very young,
Yeah.
so it's.
How old are you?
I'm only 14.
Oh my goodness, there we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait August.
So you'll be what, 17 when you graduate, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So not only are you a freshman, but you're a young freshman at that,
Yeah.
doing big things at a varsity level in a state semifinal game, soon to be in a state championship game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's unbelievable. I know your parents are both probably very proud of each of you and what you've been able to accomplish at a very young age. What do you want to do? What do you want to do when you grow up?
I'm really looking forward to playing at the next level. It's something I've been looking for ever since I was younger, and I just really want to play up and mature as a player.
Don't blink. It'll go fast. I'm sure Milena will tell you that, and she's still got a year left. Milena, what do you want to do? I think the world wants to know ultimately what you want to do.
yeah, I don't know what I want to do for like school wise yet for a career,
Yeah.
but I'm just really excited to be able to play softball the next level.
So does it? How do I phrase this? Does it make you nervous playing at the next level? I mean, you see it on TV more now than ever. There's a revolution going on. I'm a huge fan of women's softball. I'm a huge fan of girls softball, but it's because the game is so much faster, than baseball. Um, does it make you nervous that there's pressures that are going to come, and if you pitch, which I think you ultimately will at a big time school? I mean, would that make you nervous to be pitching in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of people?
Yeah, it does make me a little nervous, but just like now, like I've been playing in a lot of big games, so I
Yeah.
guess that really helps. So
What do you like to watch on TV other than softball?
I'm not really sure.
Well, okay, let's go this. I don't think anybody watches technically TV anymore. What's the
Yeah.
number one social network that you use? Is it TikTok, Facebook, Instagram? What is it?
Probably just TikTok.
TikTok. Who do you follow on TikTok?
Mostly just all my friends.
There's nothing on there that you're sitting there. You're like, oh my, like that's funny or that's crazy. Like last week, somebody said baking shows, stuff like that. Anything like that?
No, I don't know. Whenever something pops up, sometimes I just get distracted from it.
You go down the rabbit hole a
Yeah.
little bit. All right. And for you, is it TikTok as well?
No, I think it's mainly Snapchat, but I also do use TikTok because I watch like videos on catching
Yeah.
and everything.
Oh,
and
you're still
follow-
learning even then when you're not playing.
I follow people.
I
and
like it.
to see what they do to make me better. And I also like just follow friends.
Is catching life?
Yeah, I like it. I don't really see myself. I mean, I am a utility player, but I don't really see myself playing anywhere because I really enjoy catching.
I love it. From one catcher to another, congratulations on all your success. Excited for you. Uh, congratulations to you. I mean, you're just knocking out of the park. I can't
Thank
I
you.
can't go 2 feet without hearing your name. So congratulations. I hope all the success to each of you, and obviously you're in a big stage, and we hope you bring it home, and hope to talk to you again next week when you're hoisting up the trophy. So congratulations. Thanks for the time. Go eat some good pizza and some good food, and have a good time. Well, we are going to get out of here at Coca's Pizza. Congratulations once again. I want to thank all of our guests that were on the show today. These young ladies, as well as their teammates, Coach Kernan, and of course Steve Leslie, who's here, Anthony Hartwig, who's here from YSN. We are so excited for Cardinal Nation. We are so excited to be able to broadcast the games here on YSN. From all of us to all of you, make sure you tune in. It's free. You can listen to them right here on the network. Make sure you support these Cardinals. For now, from Coca's Pizza, DJ Yoakley signing off. Good night, everybody.
Are we-